Hi, this is Joseph Anthony of tappingwithmusic.com. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'd like to do a little video on the keys to being a Waldorf-inspired teacher. And I say Waldorf-inspired because this is not an official Waldorf, OSNA, anything. It is not representative of the school I work in. It is just a video with me sharing my, I guess you could say, experience, strength, and hope about being a Waldorf-inspired teacher. I've worked in the Waldorf setting now for the better part of 15 years, 20 years as a teacher total in Quaker schools and in the inner city Philly public schools. So I've been teaching a while, and I do mentor people in various places about Waldorf-inspired education, and so these are just some of the things that I've picked up along the way. So if you're thinking of becoming a Waldorf teacher, or a Waldorf-inspired teacher, or you're already working in a Waldorf school as an officially trained Waldorf teacher, this video can help you in either situation. Either someone considering Waldorf education or someone who's been in it a while who feels it's been a bit stale or something's missing. Hopefully there's something here you can find that you can take away and use and share with your colleagues in your school and most of all your students. So, first thing, the first key to being a Waldorf-inspired teacher is loving children, obviously, revering children, and the innocence of childhood, as well as loving yourself. And I put them both in there because children are clairsentient, as Rudolf Steiner would say, and they pick up on a conscious level and subconscious level your state of being. And you might be thinking, oh my God, that's a lot of pressure. But it really isn't. Just cultivate loving yourself and doing things for yourself that are kind, speaking to yourself in kind ways. Even if it feels false, do it anyway. And loving children really means enjoying their company, enjoying the stuff around childhood. It means knowing child development enough to know your students. It means entering into their world, going by their sense of timelessness sometimes, and not just always your sense of, gotta do this now, hurry up. It means allowing them to enter into your world. And by that, I do not mean telling them all kinds of personal information about yourself, but allow them to see you as a human being, as a striving human being. Loving children means doing what you strongly feel is right for your class. Regardless of what the Waldorf police might say, you know your class, and if you can back up what you're doing with your understanding of child development and your understanding of your class, then there's really nobody who can tell you it's wrong, in my opinion. I wouldn't try to back it up with quotes from Steiner because there's always someone who can out-quote you. There's Steiner thumpers out there who know, and some of them make up quotes that they think they remember. That's never happened. But in case it does, I wouldn't necessarily use Steiner to back up what you're doing in terms of defending, because the truth needs no defense. And if what you're doing is true to your class and for your class, then I wouldn't try to defend it. So, love yourself, love children, first key to being a Waldorf-inspired teacher. Second one is to develop a sense of humor, if you don't already have one, because some Waldorf schools can get a bit stodgy, and you know, the dogmatic thing of it has to be a certain way, and this is very serious business. We are educating souls and minds and hearts, the future, and it's very serious business. Angels can fly because they take themselves lightly, G.K. Chesterton once said. So learning to have a sense of humor and using it at the right time with your students, yourself, your colleagues. If this is all taken too seriously, and if children are viewed as too fragile, and the special thing of Waldorf education is too fragile, it will break easily. So tread lightly and have fun. Have fun exploring the child development, have fun exploring an art form, all that kind of thing. Have fun and laugh a lot. The other key, number 3, is to cultivate a sense of adventure. It's related to number 2, but it's also separate. Cultivate a sense of adventure in education. Some people come to Waldorf education and they think, oh my God, I can't draw. I can't do chalkboard drawings. I can't learn to play the recorder or sing or paint or any of that stuff. And what I suggest is to really just develop a sense of adventure and learn to explore those art forms as well as the spiritual realm. Some people look at anthroposophy and it's really kind of far out for some people. And if it's too far out for you, then leave it alone. If it makes you crazy, don't read it. You may have to read it in a faculty meeting or something, but if it really is too much for you, then let it go. Read Steiner for inspiration and insight, but you don't have to become this thing of anthroposophy. It's good that it informs what you do, but if it's too you just can't wrap your mind around it, then let it go. Just let it go. But look at the writings of Steiner and the works of Steiner with a sense of adventure, keeping an open mind. Same thing with something your colleague might say, a suggestion. Always ask yourself, if somebody says something to you, and even if it stings a bit, if you say to yourself, that might be true, ask yourself, is it true? And keep a sense of adventure for your own inner development, for the atmosphere in your classroom, an enthusiastic sense of adventure, and certainly a sense of adventure when you're learning a new art form or musical discipline. Have fun with it, and lower your expectations of perfection. I've known many a Waldorf teacher who really beat themselves up with a billy club they keep stashed away in their back pocket or in their Waldorf bag because they didn't do something right in their opinion. Children really need to know that it's okay to make mistakes, that it's okay to strive and to practice. So that's number 3, cultivate a sense of adventure. Number 4 is learn to be flexible in yourself and in your daily routine. Of course, rhythm is crucial and important, especially in those younger years for your students. That doesn't mean, however, if another teacher comes and asks you to change a schedule or something happens unexpectedly, no need to freak out. Your children are strong, resilient human beings, far stronger than some Waldorf folks would suggest. And I do believe they've chosen you and chosen this time to be here. So teaching flexibility in today's world is crucial. So that's part of having fun. And that's part of cultivating a sense of adventure. Be flexible in your thinking. Be flexible in your lesson plans. Be flexible in your relationships with your colleagues and with the parents of the class. So that's 4 keys to being a Waldorf-inspired teacher. And I think that's enough for this video. So come back to the next one. We'll do a few more. And I hope you found some good insights already for you in your teaching practice, whether you're in a Waldorf school or not. I believe there are Waldorf-inspired teachers everywhere, and they may not even know it. It's about loving yourself, loving students, loving teaching, being playful, having a sense of humor, knowing child development, knowing your own inner development, cultivating a sense of adventure, and being flexible. Those are the first 4 keys in my experience as being a teacher, a Waldorf-inspired teacher. So, hope you found that helpful. If you want any other insights or any mentoring or consultating in any ways, go to my website, tappingwithmusic.com, drop me a line, josephanthony@tappingwithmusic.com, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.